Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about the diet for COVID-19, its recovery and rehabilitation. So when we plan a diet for COVID-19, we have definitely this thing in mind that yes, the person is going through weakness, there's lethargy, there's tiredness, there's complete low levels of energy. Okay, so we need to make sure that we are going to give him the nutrients that is actually going to be releasing slow energy, not spiking up his blood sugars faster, and keeping him fit, getting him back to the normal routine as quick as possible. All right, so for this we need to make sure that we are giving adequate supply of complex carbohydrates, good quality protein and good fats. Now when I mean complex carbohydrates, it would come from whole grains. You have got cereals, you have got millets, you have got different forms of dals, lentils, beans, fruits and vegetables. Good quality protein is very important. Why? Because during the phase of illness there might be muscle breakdown, so you need to restore that muscle mass. So that would come from, for non-vegetarians, it would come from chicken, fish, eggs. For vegetarians, you have got different options like different forms of dals like lobia, chana, urad, lentil, soya bean. Okay, different forms of pulses, legumes, and also from paneer, from meal maker, from tofu. All right, good fats are important because they are also dense supply of energy, and that would come from different types of seeds. You have got flax seeds, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds. These days you're getting these pouches of different types of seeds, wherein different types of seeds are packed in a pouch, and you can just have 1 or 2 teaspoons. And also you have got plant oils. You must have heard about rice bran oil, gingerly oil, and then you have got sesame seed oil, you have got groundnut oil, sunflower oil, olive oil, and also nuts. So having a fistful of nuts like walnuts, almonds, pistas is definitely going to supply you with good fats. Is this only enough? No, but apart from that, there are certain micronutrients like you have got vitamin A, you have got vitamin E, you have got vitamin D, you have got vitamin C, and also a few micronutrients like selenium, zinc, copper. These are few which will definitely help your immune system work in a better way. They support your immune system. So what happens is your recovery is faster, you feel better faster, and you get back to your routine faster. That's what we want, right? So now I'm going to tell you one important thing. Please, when I say complex carbohydrates or carbohydrates, make sure that you're not eating anything that is just sugars. What that means? It means having, chocolates, desserts, ice creams, colas, beverages, fruit juice concentrates, bakery treats, cookies, maida products are big no. They are not to be taken. Why? Because these are only and only empty calories. They are going to, give you a spike in the blood sugar. As soon as you have it, they don't require much digestion. They're immediately absorbed into the bloodstream, and they cause spike up in the blood sugar, and they have no nutrients in them. These are just waste, so you're not supposed to take simple sugars. Now I'll just give you a glance of how the COVID diet should look like. Basically, it's not tailor-made. It doesn't have any portion sizing. It gives you a glance like how the different food groups can be incorporated, so that you are having a power packed or a dense meal. So once you wake up in the morning, you can have a glass of low-fat milk. Along with it, you can add 1 or 2 teaspoons of almond powder that would supply you with good fat and protein. Then what you can do for the morning breakfast, I'm trying to make it simple. You can have just 2 or 3 whole wheat or multigrain bread slices with a teaspoon of peanut butter, and then you can have a hard boiled egg along with it. And to push in fluids, you can have a glass of buttermilk with 1 or 2 teaspoons of roasted flaxseed powder. If not this, then you can opt for different types of softly cooked millet upma. If you have been used to eating millet, don't immediately start because it can cause bloating and flatulence. All right, so otherwise you can have soft cooked vegetable upma, add lots of vegetables to that. With that you can have peanut chutney, also a boiled egg again, and to push in fluids you can have buttermilk. All right, remember one thing very important: ventilation, being in good ventilated places, talking to your loved ones so that you don't feel low and left out in the period of isolation, having adequate amount of water, fluids, hydration, that is, and also the physiotherapy exercises. They continue to be an important part of the therapy along with the medicine and the diet. Now, coming on to the mid-morning snack after your breakfast. See of this COVID is draining. I mean, mentally, physically, it's draining because it involves a lung. You feel very fatigued. You feel very lethargic. So it's very important that you have small and frequent meals. Most important role in the COVID diet is eating little portions but multiple times, so that your body is constantly replenished, or you have been constantly supplied with energy, so that you're not tired. Okay, so now coming on to the mid-morning snack, it can be a fruit, good in vitamin C, like we have got papaya, you have got guavas, you have got berries, you have got watermelon, you have got apple. All right, so a fruit, not a fruit juice, and a fruit that is not completely ripened, towards unripe side, so that you're not high in the sugars. And if you love to have some vegetable salad, well and good. You can have a combination of different vegetables like broccoli, carrots, beets. Beetroot is one among the top 10 plants or a food with the highest amount of antioxidants. All right, and you can have this with a teaspoon of olive oil, or you can even add 1 or 2 teaspoons of seeds like pumpkin seeds on sunflower seeds. And if you want to improve the quality of protein, you can add a tablespoon or so of the chickpeas or paneer. All right, so that way one salad is incorporating so many food groups and you feel satiated even. All right, and then coming on to your lunch should have adequate supply of complex carbs, like you can have jowar, you can have brown rice or red rice, you can have pulkas, all right, or dalia upma, along with a serving or helping of green leafy vegetables. And also make sure you are having a protein source that can be either chicken, fatty fish like salmon, tuna, mackerel, or even if it is a vegetarian, then you can add different forms of dals like lentils. You have got so many chana, urad, moong, tuar, all right, and different forms of beans like kidney beans, lima, moth. Anything can be incorporated for your lunch, all right, but make sure, yes, it is having a source of green leafy vegetable and also a seasonal vegetable curry. Okay, so or you can do it alternately if it's difficult for you to cook everything together, so at least alternately try to have greens. All right, and what we can do is for your evening snack, like around tea time, you can have something like oatmeal. Oats are having fiber to a very good extent. They do not spike up your blood sugars. They release energy in a very sustained manner. Okay, so they gradually increase the blood sugar. To make it more dense, you can add some fresh fruits. You can add some berries like blueberry, strawberry, or apple. You can add a fistful of that. So you have a bowl of it and you feel good for at least 2 hours. Okay, and sometimes you can opt for chicken soup, or you can opt for any lentil soup or tomato soup with helping of turmeric, ginger, garlic, because they have got bioactive compounds that can help your immunity. Again, in the evening time by around 6:37, you can have a fruit, but try to have a fruit with a dip of peanut butter, because sometimes yeah, fruit does have sugar in it, but not to a very higher extent. So to prevent the spike in the blood sugar, we are balancing that with the fat and the peanut butter as well as protein. All right, then make sure you're not having juices. All right, so then coming on to your dinner could be same as what you're having for lunch, or you can have some soft cooked moong khichdi or lentil khichdi with a serving of raita, as well as some vegetable curry that you have, and a helping of protein coming from egg whites or chicken or fish, dal or mixed vegetable sambar. Again, for your bedtime, have a glass of low fat toned milk. This can be taken with a pinch of turmeric. So this is the basic diet plan that you can have for COVID. This is not tailor-made, I'm telling you again, because I don't know who is listening and what is the history of the person. You need to definitely approach the nutrition expert for the portion sizing, for the different manipulations of the food groups. All right, so stay at home, stay safe. We pray that this phase also ends faster. Thank you.